Well, good morning, everybody. It's 7:30 Eastern Time, and it means it's 1:30 here in the Netherlands. And I left you all this morning with this note here: expect nothing. And well, that's sometimes the best thing that you can do. And we said this 718 here would be this is the 50 EMA on a daily. That had to hold in order to play this one to the upside, but you can already see here what's happening there. It tried to bounce on at 718, so it was well chosen. We chose it well, and so here nice bump on at 718, and then just could not hold that level and falling through now, and then you would be very afraid of this trickle down effect. So we expected nothing, and if you expect nothing, then you just have to look at your technicals, and well, this thing might just fall all the way down because there's no real level. It won't fall down to 584, so don't be afraid, but this is the first couple of lows here in this area here that you might want to consider, and it's around 682-ish, to be more precise. So 687, 690, 690, 619, 687. So your next level here would be 687. And it's an area of support because we also saw that 619 there was in play. Oops, area of support is purple. Okay, gonna wait and see what's gonna happen here with NVIDIA, but not looking too good right now. And if you wanted, then you could have shorted it here if that's your play. Okay, let's look at the watch lists. No, let's look at what's further happening now in pre-market. And we want to look at volume here. OXBR is in play again, the small one up 17%. Most volume right now is nice. So it's obvious that this 1495, 4085, I'm sorry, is the high. And is your next target if you're going for a long play on this one. $544 here and 519.3 also might something that you want to consider if it breaks this 485. Should just so nice bump up here, OXBR, and then fading, and well, we expect then that something like this keeps fading, but got picked up again above VWAP, and then here just doing not a lot, but here this is your 7 o'clock spike. A lot of trading platforms open here, and then you've got the big spike here at 8 o'clock, which is more. It's lots of times it's just spiking and it's just dark pooling. Getting a big print, but this is just real. This is real volume that you see here. So this is now this volume here is around 200,000. on this spike here. Pre-market, that's a lot of volume. Volume is now back to 50,000 here, and here it's 24,000. So this spike here, almost 200,000 shares, is a big one. OXBR is a low floater, as you may or may not know. So it can move a lot in a day, and that means up and down. So be very aware. Xila, talked about this one also in the early bird show, and I only wanted to play this one on a 370 break. Well, that's something that's not going to happen. It looks like, but well, you never know with these stocks. They are the small stocks. If you see this line in these small stocks and they don't get above VWAP, then people will short them all day long. Wait till they get into VWAP and then short them again. Wait till they get up in VWAP, short them again. That's the play that they're gonna do on a Xila if they see something like this happening. And sometimes you can do the counterplay if there's a lot of volume coming in, and then if you're then on the long side, many of you know that I'm better in playing at the long side. And you might just get a squeeze here above VWAP to 370. Now it's at 340. The VWAP might get it's on a different spot when markets open. I'm not going to trade this in pre-market. CRTD again. Okay, this is Hepsagay, the nice bump up. That was Judge. Hepsagay means like whoop-de-doodle. So this is happening in a lot in the small stocks. All the way up to $5, and came from $3.34. So someone's not happy here. But this is what you constantly see with these stocks: big move up and then giving it all back. So if you're watching this and this is not an exact trend line, just to give you an idea that this is just what's happening with all these stocks. But if it keeps weak, then don't trade it to the upside, because they only pump it a little bit to the upside to the VWAP and then short it again. So you don't want to be in there. So I only want to be in this one if it's going to break this high here. And then there's some strength. And then another small one. Oh, this is a different cookie. So this is opening here. Pre-market opening, pre-market close happening at the same level here. That we see that more than once. No, this is 7 o'clock. Opening up. I don't know what's happened here. Maybe they had earnings already or something. I don't know. Yeah. It's a big move from $3.25 to $4.28 in 1 minute. Wow. And then just reaching the top here at 460. So I only want to buy stuff like this in strength. So anything I'm slissing now, 40.61 here. This high is now the pre-market high. So I only want to play this at the pre-market high breakout play. It's a note to myself. Hey, Walt. Oh, they received an order of 10 million. No, that's nice, but does not. I don't feel that this is something that is worthy of just one order of 20 million, or was it 10 million even? 10 million is nothing. Let's check here on fundamentals for AHR systems. I'm just kidding you guys. So total assets 18 million, short-term debt 3.6, total EBITs minus 700,000. So okay, that's good. If they've got an order in for 10 million, that really makes a difference for this company, as you can see here. So it's a small company, 66 million cap. So 10 million then makes some kind of a difference for stocks like these, but only want to be sure if this is in this one on a long side above pre-market high. And just keep in mind that this is the high right now, but you have to check again just before opening if this is really going to be the pre-market high of, or that there is some other high going on right here. I think it's going to go one more time, looking at what's happening here. I'm waiting here now for a new high on the 5 minutes. If market was open, then that's the play I would make. You could buy it on a dip here, on a VWAP dip. You can also say I want to buy this in strength here and buy this only if I see strength on the 5 minute, because this is not telling you anything. If a stock just moves like this, then this is not really telling you anything. This is just doing nothing, of course. Just sitting here. Yeah, I'm really curious, Walt, if that will happen, because these smaller stocks at 10 o'clock in the morning, what you often see is that if they fall down in the opening, then they don't really have the power to get up again, because everybody is taking the hands of it. So I'm really curious. So I only want to, if I'm buying small stocks, I only want to buy them in strength. So I'm going to lose a little bit because I'm buying them here at 459, or sometimes even here at 469, and making just a few cents. But that's what I do, buying them in strength. I don't want to be in this fake out break here. So you can also say, okay, I'm going to buy it not right now. It's now here at 429. VWAP is at 420. So set your stop here at 415 and you're going to be okay. That's something that you can do. But if something looks like this, then there is no real, it's just moving sideways. And what you want to see when you're buying a stock, of course, then you want to see something like this happening, with clear higher lows and with clear higher highs. And then if it bounces here, and then this can be very tricky play, especially when you consider the 5 minutes, which is also not given. So this is what can happen. It happens to me a lot of times. So it breaks out here and then because a lot of people here will see this high and then say, okay, now I'm going to sell it because they were in here at VWAP. Sometimes you have to consider also the people who are in this play. So a lot of people play this here on VWAPs. They say, okay, if this line will hold, and I'm make my first 40 cents here to the upside. So they will see this as resistance. And just buy it here at 420, 419, 420-ish, and then play this to 462, and then we'll sell it just in front of it. And that's the point where I am getting in. So that's the risk of a breakout trade. You need some volume and you need some level 2 reading is going on there, because otherwise you're going to be in big trouble. So if you bought it here at 420 and it's now in the VWAP, then now you have to make sure that you have a stop here somewhere. Now this is pre-market, so you can't have a stop in pre-market. You want to do this manually. You can have a stop, of course. You can do anything in pre-market, but you cannot put in a market order, so you cannot put in a market stop. But I just do everything manually if I'm going into pre-market. On a normal opening day, the gap that you see here, so this 414 and 387, this is also, and that's because of course of this big one here. Then you can just say, okay, on a 5 minute, it's big time overextended, more than 40 cents on a $4 stock, so that's 10%. So before going in a stock like this without this volume, so it's doing nothing right now, I really would like to see this 9 moving average here on 5 minutes close to this to the candle that is in play at that moment, and then there's almost no overextension. So if it dips down here, hits this 9 EMA, holds this level, that's a level that you can get in here. And then you have the other problem that VWAP is now above you, but well, if it's dipping here at 387, say that it would right now, then you can play it to the upside again. So a lot of the possibilities playing this, but you want to see something like this, something like tries to do it right now, but not with a lot of confidence. Maybe you might just want to do something now. Yeah, there's volume coming in. No more volume than in the minute before, so volume is coming in now, as you can see here. Not as much as here, these big jumps here, but yeah, you could sense that, couldn't you? So normally when market was open, and if you break this, so this is what you wanted to see, and you're seeing this right now. So this is what you wanted to see, this one, and then to the upside, and then higher with higher lows here and with higher highs. So this is what you want to see on a move like this. You could have made 16 cents. So that's what you do. Then you scalp these little ones. Then you can make some money in pre-market if you want to. And in market open, you have to scalp these also, because now this one wants to go back to the 9 EMA here. If you get 31st, what was it? This is 17 cent move. Boom, there you are again, and then you could have gone back in here again at this point. Is this a fake out? You don't know. You also could have decided just to stay in. So this, what I drew here, is happening right now. So this is what you want to see on the stock, and then you can get in. So this is nothingness, and this is getting in here. Okay, well, we're gonna look at REHR and look if that's something that will happen today again. So just have a quick look on. So this is now going to this 462 again. So this is how you can play stocks like this. Just go to the list for a quick review here. VXX, well, it got away without us. Do you see this? We call this 3062 to be, so this was the close. We call 3062 as an in price for VXX. It's now at 32.39, so got away without us. You have to accept that sometimes this thing can happen. So now maybe it's interesting to see if you can do a pre-market breakout here as well. So keep in mind that this is the high now. Trying to make some kind of a double top here, so be careful. So it might just be a pre-market high break for this one. This is Neo. And we said, okay, this just might happen right now on Neo, so do this on price action, and it looked like it's happening, that it's just falling all the way down, but then there is no real rhyme or reason where it would stop for Neo, so be careful. Price action play. GetX. These are still the levels are in place here. Got all the way up here to this 92 level, so it's now around 88. Gave it all back, but with no volume to speak of. So I think these levels are still in play. What I want to see now is that it just falls back here on 86 and then play the reverse along. NVIDIA. $7.18 was the play and could not hold that. Trying to get up there again. So 7.18, this is was support twice and now falling through that level. And some people say, okay, then this is not a level anymore. Well, if I get confirmation here that this still is resistance or support here, and if this becomes resistance right now, based on this high, this is all on the 1 minute, so you have to have some real confirmation on higher time frames. But this just might be the play of the day if you can short this one under 7.18. FBK, okay, well, nothing happening there, so $36.34 is the level here. UAL. Also having trouble here in this Lila area, which is some support versus resistance on UAL, and still keeps falling. So this is sell rumor, buy the news story. Will you be able to buy this eventually? We talked about this morning about the rumor will be that UAL is not doing very well, and maybe when the quarterlies comes out, and it just might be not as bad as people think, and then they're gonna buy the news. That's what we're trying here, just for fun. People still 28.56, 29.59. $28.16 is the level here for T, AT&T. No volume whatsoever here, so just gonna keep believing in this 28.16. Socket also by the sell the rumor, buy the news story, might be. This 508 is definitely the level that we saw that on earlier days here, so might want to play that. Then CATC, this 84.19, we thought would be something to watch. Well, I'm doing nothing right now, so still is something to watch, I think. Anything above this 84.19 will be a long. ORCL, 2 purple lines, so a lot of question marks here, but 86.22 needs to hold first in order to play this one to the upside, if that's your game plan. And then on HWC, this is 42.01, 41.03, 14.18. So thanks everybody for watching. I have a short announcement because I'm not going to do this show on this channel every day, not every day anymore, because, well, the number of viewers are a little bit disappointing. So this show is now just once a week, and it's going to be on a Monday, which is not always, but more than other days is a volatile day. So I'm going to do this on Mondays, and see you all guys all back next Monday. And if you want to see the early bird morning show, then I'm just back tomorrow at 4 a.m. Eastern time. That's 10 o'clock Amsterdam time. So Walt, thanks for watching, and everybody else, thanks for watching, and we will see you all tomorrow at the early bird show. Thank you.